video. So I just wanted to briefly talk about something real quick. In my last vlog, I meant on Mike's birthday, I mentioned that we watched this movie called Honey Boy. And I have to tell you how much I absolutely adore that movie. It was so good. Now my Ravenclaw brain went like crazy because I just started researching everything afterwards. But, so, if you don't know, so Honey Boy was this movie that Shia LaBeouf wrote. Technically, it was like originally just a story that he wrote when he was in rehab during his struggles in life. He had a big issues with alcohol and everything, and I believe it was during Transformers that was kind of supposed to represent is when things were really bad, and he ended up being court ordered to go to rehab. And in rehab, his therapist told him to write about his story and figure out where his trauma came from. He was diagnosed with PTSD, and he wrote all about where he kind of started in his acting career. And oh my god, so it's not the most feel-good movie because it's just really serious, but it's pretty much a true story. It's loosely based around Shia LaBeouf's actual childhood when he was about 12 years old. I think the timeline is a little off and different, but it's supposed to it looks like it represents when he was working on Even Stevens on Disney Channel, and he was about 12, 13, and he was living in a motel with his dad, who is a Vietnam vet and also had PTSD and addiction problems. So that in itself might be able to tell you a little bit about how rough things might have been, and it was really bad, to learn about that. But see, for me, I really like to learn where all celebrities come from. I like to learn their stories of how they started out, and so I thought it was really fascinating, and I'm just so thankful that Shia LaBeouf has since, gone through rehab, even through just writing the script. I think he dealt with a lot of his emotions with his father, because his father was pretty rough. That's an understatement, but, it's not completely his fault because he had PTSD and addiction, and so you can't fully blame him for it. But, so I think that was part of, might have been what Shia even realized himself. But Shia plays his dad in the movie, so he actually, I can't imagine, having this kind of past trauma with his father to then take on that character and, act that way towards the actor who's playing, the young version of Shia. I just can't imagine getting into that mindset, but I think it really helped him heal a lot. And it was amazing. It's on Amazon Prime, and I just want to say, go check it out. It's such a good movie. It is kind of sad, but it's based around a true story, so it's the truth, basically. And sometimes the truth isn't always happy, but we can just be thankful that Shia is in a much better place now, and he was able to deal with this through his experience at his rehab center and everything. Anyways, to move on from that, I just really wanted to share that because I noticed that I said it in the vlog, and I was like, oh, I never gave a review on it. I just said, oh, have a good night, which is fine. But I was like, maybe I should just make a little video on it. Now, I also wanted to show you a couple other things. I don't know, I just feel in the vlog mood, so let's go for it. So first I'm going to show you this little clip of these really awesome Bill and Ted masks that I got, as well as this amazing... Okay. No, I'll show it in the video. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dude! Hi guys, I just wanted to show you my cool Bill and Ted merch that I got recently. Look at that. Be excellent to each other. This has Wild Stallions on it. And then I also got this fantastic book. I'm gonna do it sideways, I guess. Trying to show it without a glare. But yeah, this is, I've only read part of it because I'm reading other things, so, but it's so cool! One thing I already learned is that Bill and Ted were actually an improv act that, from an improv club that Ed Solomon and Chris Matheson and Ed Solomon. This is them after college in a little improv club, I think, with their friends. And they created Bill and Ted then, and it became a movie. Like, that's so cool. I thought that was really awesome, and that's only a little bit I've read so far, and it's really cool because it kind of goes behind the scenes of, like, all the movies. The first one, the second one, Bogus Journey, and then The Face of Music. So I'm excited to read the rest. I'm super excited to read this book, and this is so cool. This was on Amazon, and as, like, a super fan of Bill and Ted, I'm so happy that I have this now. I need to start getting more Bill and Ted stuff. Anyways, so yeah, I love this, and I love the Bill and Ted masks. They're amazing. And I got one for Salika and her fiance Riley, and I got one for Mike, and so we all have matching Be Excellent to Each Other masks. I love it. Now, the other thing I want to talk about, because I'm just wanting to sort of do a little catch-up. I've been busy this weekend. We had, like, Mike's birthday the other day, and so I didn't really vlog. I vlogged during that, but it's just, I haven't vlogged much outside of that. But today I tried something new, and this is kind of really random and probably weird, but hey, this is real life, and I thought I'd talk about this product real quick. No, it's not a brand deal. I don't get brand deals. I don't have, like, you know, that sort of YouTube lifestyle. But I decided to try the Nair leg mask. Actually, it was Molly Burke, who is an amazing YouTuber that I love. She's like a fashionista model, and she's also blind. So she talks all about her story. She's always been like a big motivational speaker. I love her. If you haven't, go check out Molly Burke. She's amazing. But she did do a brand deal with them. So I just wanted to kind of talk about it a little bit with it. But it's called Nair leg mask. Now, I always heard of Nair, but I never tried it. I heard in the past, for some reason, I heard that it burns or something when you use it. So I tried it today. It was a little stressful. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of stressful, but it's just because I haven't figured out a good process to using it. But it works. Like, it makes your legs so smooth. Like, it's amazing. It works. And I'm gonna see, like, it's supposed to, you know, minimize hair growth as well, but yeah, minimizes regrowth, beautifies, and smooth. But no, so I ended up taking like 2 hours, probably, maybe an hour and a half. I was originally like, oh, this will be easy. I'll just put it on one leg, let it sit for 5 minutes, put it on another leg, let it sit for another 5 minutes, you know, because you have to, like, it only can sit for 5 minutes, and then you wipe it off, and then it's all clean. And but it ended up being a lot more complicated than that, because I just had to do different sections of my legs. So that was interesting, but in the end the results are great. But it also it tends to leave like a slimy residue. It kind of feels smooth on your legs, but like if you get it in the bathtub or something, it makes it really slippery. So I ended up like totally just taking a shower and just rinsing everything out as much as I possibly could afterwards to like make sure it wasn't slippery. But, you know, I'm happy with the results. Not that anyone really cares that much, but I'm really happy with the results, and I think it was kind of cool. Though it did take the entire tube almost. I think I only have like this much left, because you're supposed to put on a very thick layer, and you just put it on your palms, and you can't rub it in, you just wipe it on, and it's supposed to have a thick layer of clay. Because it is a natural clay. This one is with 100% natural clay plus seaweed. It smells really good. It only really tingles. It doesn't really burn. I mean, it can sting a little bit if you accidentally rub it or you like leave it on too long, I think. But it other than like how long it took, and that's just because I didn't establish a routine with it yet, I thought it worked pretty well. Yeah. What else did I want to add? Anything else about that? Now I remember. Okay, the one last thing is that I ended up starting to use rubber gloves, because you're only supposed to put it on your palm, and I think it's because, you know, you don't want to put it in sensitive areas, and like under your nails might be sensitive, and like I even have some dry skin that might have been affected by it. So it's because it, you know, it essentially, I don't even know, but I feel like it basically almost like burns your hair off. I need to look that up. Do not take my word for that. I need to look it up. But it just, I'm not sure, but it's basically not good to keep on your hands. So if you get it all over your hands, you got to wash your hands immediately with soap and water. That's what it says in the instructions. So it started becoming a pain because also, like, just you have to use your palm, right? And I can't, it's hard to get everywhere with just the palm. So I decided to put gloves on, and it made it so much easier. So if you ever try this, use rubber gloves and be prepared to, like, probably be in there for a while and make a mess. Anyways, so that was just part of my adventure today, and I wanted to share it with you, so thank you for listening. I mean, it is a cool product. I would recommend it. Just be ready for it, I suppose. Make sure you read all the instructions and stuff. That helps a lot. Anyways, so thank you for watching. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!